Yep. Yep. Yeah, all this equipment on, cameras.
All right, everyone, we're live, but we're just doing a little test of the intro. All right, I can hear it. Back to. This week at the House of Mario, Josh and I talk about our first weekend with Mario Tennis Fever. Do we like it? And is it worth your cash? All that and much more. If you're interested, come on in. G'day everybody and welcome to the House of Mario, the South Australian Nintendo podcast that is backed by a 120 Power Star rating. I'm your host Drew Agnew and the doors to episode 350 are open. Very excited today, as of course I'm joined by Josh, or JT if you like. Now Josh, there's 350 episodes of the House of Mario, but more importantly, it is your 2-year anniversary. So, just got to say, dude,
Nice.
thank you very much for joining me on this journey. It's been a lot of fun over the last couple of years, and I hope we get a lot of years more. But yes, that's all I want to celebrate today. It's just 2 years of having you on board. It's been great having you as the housemate in here.
Yeah.
It's been really nice.
I've loved it. 2 years already, man. That's crazy.
It is,
and
isn't it?
I think about like that skit I created about me joining the House of Mario and coming in. Man, 2 years. So we're pretty much done probably nearly around 100 episodes, I'd say. We're pretty well weekly, and then maybe missed a couple. But yeah, like I love it, man. It's a good routine. Monday night, talk about all things Nintendo and hang out with you, Drew. So yeah, here's to many more to come.
Yeah, absolutely. I had to look back and see what your first episode was like on an official capacity, because we did like some like guest episodes and things like that beforehand. I think one of our first episodes, we
Yeah.
talked about Reggie's book. We talked about Stray. You know, we did some sort of collaborations beforehand, which was a lot of fun.
Yes. Yes.
But what was your
great.
first episode? It was 259 was your first one
Okay.
when you joined. So
Yep.
about 90 or 91 or, you know, within there
90
somewhere.
now, then.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Then 91. Cool. Yeah. Well, I'll be there for the next few weeks, and then I'm away for a couple of weeks after that. So won't be until April or May that we get to the 100 for me anyway. But man, time flies.
It does, doesn't it?
It should.
Because when you made that first like opening skit that you put on like social media, was that when you like just moved into your place, or it was relatively newish?
Yeah, it had been like 4 months we'd lived there, so it was
Yeah.
pretty new for sure. Yep. So yeah, but like I got like a dedicated room now, like everything geeky and everything I like is all in here now, filled with amiibo and Nintendo games and Doctor Who DVDs and now a lot of running medals and memorabilia. So yeah, it works out pretty well.
Yeah, if you know you're if you get the amount of awards and that you got a couple of weekends ago, you'll have no Nintendo games up there whatsoever. It'll be all marathon winning trophies, and you won't have any room for your Switch games.
Oh man, I need some shelves for my amiibo. I need to just skip some more and literally just open up some boxes because they're taking up so much room now. And then I've got late March. I've got the 3 amiibo for Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and then the 2 for Super Mario Galaxy. So I'm literally going to have 5 new ones soon, and there's the Kirby Air Riders ones after that. I need to get some more shelving. I need to open them. So yeah, it's constantly trying to find space in here. Even though I've got the whole room now, and I've had a bit of space beforehand, it fills up. Funny that you kind of just buy stuff, you know, knowing that you got the space for it.
Yeah, quite often I see those little like 1-bedroom little condos that you can like just basically like a little transportable that you can just dump in the middle of like some rural area. I'm like, it'd be really nice just to have one of them and live in that. But everything you buy and bring back to it, it will just be so much clutter. Like every game, every amiibo, every newspaper, like it will just build up so quickly. So that's what I think about sometimes. Just like when you've got a whole house, it's easy to find a spot for it. But yes, no, it does definitely build up quick. But yes, no, it's been great the last couple of years having you on board, Josh. It's been a lot of fun. And
thank you.
Man,
yes,
we've got a lot of great games to talk about in the coming years to come. But today, it's all about Mario Tennis Fever. Just came out last week on Thursday. We've had 4 days to play it, and it's been great. So I think we may as well just jump straight into it, Josh. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. I don't want to interrupt your yogurt eating, but how's it?
Sorry, I was trying to do that subtly.
Yeah, I know.
I know. My timings with that.
You're like, you're doing it away from the mic. You're doing it well, but then I just break the immersion for everybody. Everybody's listening in their car or just on audio, and now all they can imagine is just like a kilo of yogurt.
Together. I'm not actually eating it right now. I'm just imitating. I'll stop doing that, guys. But Drew, tennis fever's a bit of a hit, and people slept on this, or maybe they did at first, but it's pretty good. And I'm going to go out there. I think it's probably one of the best sports games Nintendo's ever done.
Big words, big words. What are the other best Mario sports games though? Like, obviously, in your thoughts, what are the best Mario sports games that it beats?
Like I go back to like Mario Strikers Charged. I go back to like Mario Power Tennis. Like people really loved the 64 versions of these games as well. And I just feel like it's been, especially on the console front, a long time since like a really good one. And I think the Switch games, like we had Aces, Super Rush, and then obviously Battle League, which was very bad. But the other two were like really solid enough. We're kind of missing stuff. But I feel like Tennis Fever here, like the adventure mode, like doesn't gel for me personally. But I think that's a lot of people. But like everything else, like actual like tennis gameplay, so much variety, lots to do, and then the rackets and the unique powers each one has. Like I'm just having real fun, just sort of like experimenting, seeing what each one does, unlocking new characters. They've got that whole dopamine like hit rush going. Like you have to play pretty much every 2 games you get something unlocked, and so you just kind of just want to keep, like ticking away at it and unlocking characters and it courts and color variants and those rackets as well. So a bit of a achievement hunting kind of esque structure to it, which I think is really nice, and I do enjoy that. So and then the court tennis is fun, really fun as well. So, outside of adventure mode, I mean, we can get into that a bit more later, but I'm kind of having really good fun with it. How are you finding it so far?
Yeah, I came into this game very skeptical, and that's largely because of, I guess, Camelot's efforts on Switch. Like Mario Tennis Aces was okay, and like Mario Golf Super Rush, that was all right as well, but it definitely was rough around the edges and all that. But I was more down in those games before Mario Strikers.
Yeah.
Battle League came out. I'm like, oh well, maybe they weren't that bad. I apologize, Camelot, but
makes them look pretty good, doesn't it? When Battle League comes out,
it did make those look pretty good. So yeah, I was very skeptical just about it, and especially for the price. I think the price tag now, 110 Australian dollars. I was like, there's no way. And
$84 physically if you bought it day one at Target.
That's
price
right.
Matched anywhere physically.
That's right. And I was happy to see that. So yeah, like you said, if you want a physical copy here in Australia, everywhere seems to be doing it around $84, which is okay.
Pretty good.
It's better than 110. It's definitely better, but yeah, it's still $84.
For sure, but it's a lot less.
Yeah, no, definitely.
$26 less.
But Josh and I, we were fortunate enough to be provided the review code from Nintendo Australia. So thank you very much to them for giving the two of us the opportunity to check out the game. And when I did, man, I got to say, I'm having a lot of fun. I've gone through everything basically over the last 4 days, and I've unlocked everything except for the Trial Towers challenges that are like separated into the 100 challenges. And
smashed it, man. That's very, very good.
Yeah, I looked at my playtime and my Switch profile says like 10 hours or more. I'm like, did I play that much Mario Tennis? I kind of just picked it up here and there, and last night I made the effort to get through the adventure mode. I'm like, all right, I got to do this because I kind of put it off because the game is just so much fun. Like the moment to moment gameplay of the actual tennis is really great. Sort of, I think the characters and the fever rackets, how they play together is really great. And just the rallying system of being able to counter a fever racket is fantastic, because typically in other Mario sports games, you get a power up, you're like, oh shit, here you go, here's your special. All right, you use it. You just smash me, okay. But in this one, you've got the opportunity to be like, nope, like you can counter it, and then it creates a rally. And it gives you like real sort of stakes for making sure you win that rally. And I think that obviously that ties perfectly into like the whole game of tennis, where it's like, oh, I've got to win this particular rally because they've activated their super. And it also makes you think more about using your fever racket in a more safe way. Don't just activate it any time, because they can easily smack it back at you if they're in the right position or if you're in the wrong position. Because sometimes it might be easy to be like, oh, they've done a good shot, I'm going to activate my fever racket and just knock it back. But if you do that, they're going to be able to easily counter it back. So it makes like a lot of great just moment-to-moment gameplay, which I really, really enjoyed. But you mentioned the achievements as well, how this game's set up, just how it's got like on the main menu, achievements tab, it's got like all the unlockables under that as well. And on the main screen, it's got like 5 medals that you can win that are in display all the time. For me, like when it comes to sports games, racing games, or just any type of game without like a story to progress through, I kind of really appreciate having achievements in it. That's why when I was playing these rally games, I wanted the achievements on Steam to be able to have something to like drive me forward.
Yeah.
So this game does that really well too, even though obviously Nintendo doesn't have like a overall achievement system. But yeah, I mean, I really liked it. Absolutely. It just comes down to if I spent $110 on it, like, because I'm a digital man, I like my games on my system. Especially something like this, it's just like I'm swapping between games. I would like to just like pick up Mario Tennis for maybe 20 minutes and swap to another game, and I might not want to take it with me or something. So, but yeah, I think I would have to try and save the cash and go physically if those were my options. But yeah.
Yes.
Very surprised by this, I've got to be honest. And even though I think the reviews are kind of spot on, to be honest, like it's a good game. Like it's around that 70 mark on Metacritic. And I think that's like pretty much
77?
spot on. 77. It might just be a bit higher than I think, but I think it's like a really good game.
Yeah, well, Aces on Switch 1 got 75. So definitely better game than that. So I think probably maybe a little bit under when you compare it to that. I was guessing 79, so it got a little bit just off. But yeah, no, this is really solid. It's a really all-rounded, like pretty well-rounded game. And I think like I could like probably bring people over to play this game a bit more, and they could probably understand and pick up the game more quickly than maybe Aces in some way. I kind of feel like maybe a bit more approachable. Like, I don't know about you, but I found like the fever rackets, like I haven't found one particular one that's really good. Maybe the mud one that we played with the other day. I think that kind of that seemed a little OP for what we were doing, but I think most of them kind of do some cool, unique things. And so, at least in my playthrough anyway, I haven't seen anything too one-sided so far. So, yeah, all the mini games, like you've got a trial tower, you've got tournament modes, really some really weird wacky things like with pinball and like trying to get the ball through hoops to get scores. Some really like different ways to do a pseudo tennis like kind of experience. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I guess we'll talk about the fever rackets themselves, because you mentioned like we used the mud one, and that was like the first one I just must have clicked on, and you must have clicked on when we played. And it was really funny, like, came fresh out of the tutorial, jumped on game chat with Josh, started playing, and I'm not that great at these Mario sports games, and Josh was thumping me pretty bad. And Josh just over game chat, all of a sudden, is like, hey man, is your internet all right? You're lagging out a bit. Like I was that bad. Like he thought it was my internet. I'm like, nah, man.
I was wondering.
I'm like, my internet's fine. I'm not gonna blame that. This is just purely my skills on display. I think I got a little bit better.
I was just wondering.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to have a rematch. See how we see if I got any better. Like I went and played some.
Yeah, I know how to lob and like hit
Yeah.
it far away and short ones. It's just
Yeah,
I'm
so
a bit more rounded now.
yeah, we're a bit skilled up now. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I thought that was funny. Just like you over game chat. Just like, is your internet all right, dude? Like you're like dead serious. So I'm like, no, I think it's fine. Unfortunately, I can't blame it. I was doing ranked
I
mode
gave
though.
you an excuse as well. You could have just, I could have just like, oh yeah, it's the internet. You could have
Yeah,
just accepted that. But you were too honest, Drew.
yeah. And to be fair, like I wouldn't know whether it was my internet or not because that was like my first time playing the game, so it could have been. Well, I wouldn't know what it would feel like if it was a good connection or a bad connection, to be honest, unless it was like really obvious. But I was playing some ranked and it was a bit choppy there, so I'm like, oh, I might have to. Next time I play online, I'll move it up to the desk where I'm plugged in with an Ethernet cable, because like at my TV, I'm basically like in a cubby, so maybe the Wi-Fi is not that great in there. But yeah, I could blame my internet then with the strangers.
Yes.
But I think one of my favorite rackets that I like to use now is the Volcano racket. And I use this one.
Bowser's, isn't it?
Yeah, because Bowser absolutely gave me a hard time in the tournament mode trying to use this, because he was like the very end match for me, like at the end of it, and he had the Volcano racket. And whenever he used it, man, I'm like, oh, I can't stay in the one place. I can't go to where I want. It was just like frustrating me so much. So yeah, I started using it myself.
Yep.
I'm like, it's pretty good. There's also like an electric racket too that has like puts electricity on the ground. I'm like, I don't know if you put that in the right spot, you cannot go there.
Oh yeah,
So I'm like, oh my.
I like those ones because it literally, like when one's in my side of the court, I'm trying to avoid it at all costs, and obviously the other player like wants you to go there, so they keep hitting it towards there. So it's very cool.
Yeah.
I like the star racket to counter all of it. I like, because it's just like what it says here. It deals damage in a small circular area where the ball lands, and like the player gets a star, so they're invincible for a little while. So like literally, if there's mud or volcanoes or fireballs coming towards you, you're just invincible for a little while, and so you just play your normal game and just sort of ignore all that. So I do like that one as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's I haven't used majority of them. I found like the ones that I like. I'm like the volcano one, the mud one's pretty good, just because you can do like those little lobs just into it, and it just like it's like an instant win.
You can cover a lot of ground in mud as well. It's not like it's just one little area.
Yeah.
The banana racket's so stupid but so good. Like it's just banana like peels just everywhere, and it's just chaos. And I love it for that reason. Like I don't know if I would use it to win, but just it's funny.
Yeah, I haven't used it myself. I've had it used against me, and the bananas they're not that bad a hazard really. Like that it's like, oh well, you try and go around them a little bit, but they're nothing compared to the fire or anything. Yeah. But yeah. So I've got like a lot of rackets honestly to use, and there's some other ones as well, like the shover racket. When activated, enhances overall power and ability to push opponents back. So I haven't really used that. That's like something that it's not really like a hazard necessarily. You like basically buffs you. So there's a couple like that as well, but I haven't really dabbled in. Also, I heard like people say like the bullet bill racket was OP. Honestly, I don't think it is, because when you hit the ball turns into a bullet bill, but it does like a bit of a spin and points in a direction, and then it fires down. Yes. So it gives you, I feel like it gives you plenty of time to be like, all right. Yeah. So it gives you.
Yeah, okay. I haven't come across that one yet.
No, you haven't? No. Yeah. Yeah, because I heard people talk about it before launch, like when the reviews and that came out, and I'm like, oh, it turns a ball into a bullet bill. How the hell do you hit a bullet bill? But yeah, it does like a bit of a spin, and then it like goes down. And I find when I use it, so when you activate it, you can like point it to where you want, and then you can easily get that point. but then you still have your gauge that's counting down. So that's sort of depleting, and then every
Yeah,
ball you
okay.
hit, it turns into a bullet bill. But you can sort of aim it left and right, but it's quite easy for the opponent to go doof, one side, go to the other side, return it, go to the other side, return
Yeah,
it.
okay.
It's not too big a deal. But yeah, I definitely like this mechanic. Today I actually re-downloaded Mario Tennis Aces, and I went back to it, be like, what are the difference? Like, what was that game like? Because
Yes.
it's been such a long
Just
time,
compare.
such a long time, and honestly, Aces feels very similar. Like the camera is a bit different; it's zoomed back a little bit. The matches I played felt a bit faster, but there's different terrains and different ball types that you can use in Mario in the current one, Fever. So maybe that was why this one felt a bit slower. But the special system was nowhere near as fun. Basically, just like, you do a bit of a rally, you build up your super, you press the L button on the controller, and then you can sort of aim your shot. And in Aces, it has a mechanic where you try and break your opponent's racket. They've got like a 3-tier system of health.
Yeah.
And that's kind of it for that one. But as far as like controls and that, I went in just with the controls that I learnt with Fever, and they're the same. Like it's pretty similar. From what I can tell, all the same characters. They look pretty much the same. Like it is very much just like after playing Aces just today and remembering it, I'm like, ugh, it made this one feel a bit lazy. Like it's just like kind of just
Okay.
put a few band-aids on this one, but obviously Fever, it's like the presentation and the gameplay is just much better. And
Looks great, doesn't it?
yeah,
Like it's really like visually like nice on the eyes. Like frame rate's constant. Some really good textures. Even the crowd, like I feel the crowd looks a lot better than what Aces did.
oh yeah, the
Background
crowd,
stuff, it's a big difference.
yeah, the crowd definitely stood out when I was playing Aces just today. Just yeah, I mean they're there. They don't seem to highlight them as much in Fever. Like in Aces, they're like always, the camera's always going to them, like after a point or something like that. I'm like, don't show us them. Like
Okay.
it's fine. But a lot of the
on.
modes were the same in Aces as well. Like there's like the swing mode, there's the adventure mode, there's it's all very similar stuff. There's a couple of bonus ones and new ones in Fever, but I'm like, it's all very the same. I went back to the 64 version today on the Nintendo Switch Online because I never really got into that one.
All of them.
Yeah, well, just those two. I went back to them and like, yeah, they kind of all are very similar, but obviously different hardware, different gimmicks, different gameplay styles, and yeah, I feel like this one's the best one. It's definitely the one I've had most fun with. I don't know why Aces didn't really jive with me back in the day, but this one's just like, yeah, I kind of just want to keep playing it. I want to play some ranked, and I want to do the trials because that's fun. It's like a 3-star system. You've got to meet certain conditions to get the 3 stars on all of the trials. I think that would be fun to chip away at, and once I do that, because that's going to be a pretty big endeavor. I've only like perfected 10 of the of the trials out of 100, so got quite a bit of them to do. But
Way to go.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about the sore spot of the game, I guess, by the sounds of it.
Gotta talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about the adventure mode. So I sat down with it last night. I played it basically one sitting. I played 5 minutes of it, maybe when the game came out on Thursday. I'm like, oh, no. So after 5 minutes, jumped out. But I made sure that I got it finished because you have to finish it to unlock some rackets and some other things.
Yes.
So, you have to do it if you want to get everything. You can't just ignore it if you don't want to watch the story. But I guess for anybody that hasn't looked into it, it is very much just a tutorial. Mario, Luigi, and Waluigi get turned into babies. They go to the little babies, and they go to the tennis academy. And the gameplay in the first half of the game, you're at the tennis academy, and you are learning a skill, which I already learnt through playing the rest of the game. How to hit the ball back, how to do a lob, how to do a foreswing, how to do a power swing, how to do this, how to do this. And in between each one, you've got to learn it, you've got to practice it, then you've got to like physically walk your character to another NPC who is a toad. Then you do the challenge. Then you go and then you walk to the other side of the map. You do a quiz, And then you just sort of just rinse and repeat that for an hour and a half, whatever it was. And I'm like, who thought this was a good idea? Like, just from like the idea of, I don't understand how there was a game designer behind this. I really don't. It's shocking. I don't know. How did you find the story? I know you haven't finished it yet, but how are you finding it so far?
I'm close. I'm 3 hours in, and I feel like that's not far away at all. I got really excited at first, Drew. I played a bit of Mario Tennis on or Mario Golf, sorry, on the Game Boy Classics, and it's kind of like a similar like look at like you're at the clubhouse, and kind of it's a bit of an RPG, that one, and so then like there's this leveling up stuff. Like, oh man, this is cool. Like, this is fun. And then, oh man, everything you just said, yeah, it's just so formulaic. And I was doing him in like hour, like I've done them in like hour periods. So like I was playing for 1 hour of story mode, and it's literally a big tutorial. But then you just, yeah, like you said, just going back and forth, doing all this stuff, tick, 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 running all around. And I like like on paper, you think, okay, like, yep, we could maybe add some things, and that makes it a really fun experience. But it just felt like I was just following, and like the tutorials, like you need it, but I wish there was a way to do it outside. I wish, like, hopefully, I was hoping the story mode wouldn't need that included into it, because there's definitely other games where you kind of just sort of take that tutorial in a separate mode and you train that way. And I think that would have been the way to do it. And so I would have liked a bit more, you know, yeah, non-tutorial handholdy stuff at the very beginning, because that's like 90 minutes of it.
Oh,
First 90 minutes is just that. And then, like, for the rest of the 3 to 4 hours of adventure mode that you're going to be in, you're doing the other stuff, which it does get better. And there's some cool moments, how they sort of change up the tennis and the boss battles and all that. But a lot of it is just walking around and hitting the balls and doing the things they want you to do. So, yeah, definitely not my favorite part of the game, which seems to be most other people's as well. So, yeah, a little bit of a tarnish, because, yeah, this game could have been so well-rounded if that was fixed. So, Baby Waluigi and Baby Wario can only do so much to save it. They're great villains. I like the whole,
yeah.
you know, the laughs and the noises they do. So I appreciate that. Baby Mario's just like, yes, yes, all the time. So he's a little, like, he gets on my nerves a little, but I feel that the other two, the villains, are a bit, you know, give a bit of character to it when it's needed.
Yeah. I just feel like they're trying to just grab back at some of their legacy from back in the day when, you know, they did have good RPG modes in their games. And it's a very different time for Camelot, because that's when they're making Golden Sun. They are like an RPG company, but like in 2026, they are obviously not that type of company anymore.
No.
And for the most part, they've got a leveling up system for Baby Mario. Whenever you do a tennis match, you get XP and all of his stats go up, but it may as well not be there. Like, it's so superficial, it's not even funny. Like, it's just like, you don't like, when your stats go up, you get a new level, like, you don't care at all. You're like, yeah, okay. Like, it's just there for presentation to look flashy. Like, it's nothing more, it's nothing less. I mean, the story does get a little bit better in the second half, because you actually sort of go on an adventure as such, but it's still...
Yes, it actually starts.
Yeah, it actually starts. I'm like, Christ, it took a long time to actually, like, go somewhere else and play tennis in another location. But yeah, no, it was just a slog. It wasn't good. But luckily the other modes, they are good. Like, and that was my experience with it, was just, I did all the other modes first. I'm like, this was fun, because like I said, the gameplay is so much fun. I just want to boot up the Switch and play tennis. I don't want to be walking around in this fake RPG. I don't want to be just mushing the button through text. Like, it's none of the strengths for the game that they've made. So it's very baffling that they did that. And it's not like it was an easy thing to do. There's plenty of assets and writing and all of this stuff that would have taken time and resources that went into this mode. Whereas you could have easily maybe just done another mode where it could have been literally anything else. But if you wanted to do like more of an RPG light mode, it could have been something like Make a Me, level them up, and then you can use them in the actual game itself, and you actually level them up through that. Or it could just be more advanced tournament mode. It could have been anything else, just something that just has you playing tennis more rather than just getting through the story. Because I sort of skim read it, but I was just mushing the B button, just beep, 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 beep. I was like skim reading it. I'm like, I'm getting the gist of what's going on, but what they are saying is such a waste of time. Like, it's like,
Yeah, and there's no items to collect. Like, you got the stickers for completing certain, like, just going through the story, but there's no like collectibles when you walk around that could have added a little bit extra. There's just, yeah, the dialogue means nothing.
yeah. There was one area where like you had two paths, and I'm like, I went to the left, and it was like something different. It wasn't the main path, but it was just like a tennis match I could do. I'm like, why would I do this extra tennis match?
Yes,
I'm like, why?
for the experience. I didn't for the experience, but yeah,
Yeah, it's like,
you didn't get anything on top of it. So
yeah, it's like, why? Like, there is like, get the extra experience. Like, do I need the experience? Am I going to over level myself for the final encounter so I'm a bit more powerful? Like, what's
yeah,
yeah, it's like, so yeah, very, very confusing. But
yes,
fortunately, you can just do what I did, just sit there one night and what did I do? I had some YouTube going on the side, just watching that, just mush and mush, 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 do the tennis match, get through the dialogue.
not really a good way to promote the game, is it? When you just want to get through it.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Wonder what most people are trying to whether most people would tolerate that, because we're kind of playing it to talk about it on the show, so it's not like other people can stop any time kind of thing, more so than us.
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah, we're like pretty much reviewing the game, so somebody that's just like, oh look, I want to have some fun. I want some meaningful content tonight. That's what I want to play. This is not it.
Yeah. No, but I think there's enough outside of the story modes to definitely still warrant considering the purchase of it. Definitely, if you're going to have people over to play this, I think this is like a really cool extra like multiplayer kind of experience you can do. I want to try out the swing mode. I haven't done that yet, so I need to try that just to see if it's got the Wii Sports Tennis Fever esque vibes going. But after that, I pretty much tried most other modes as well. But there's a lot.
Yeah, I haven't done the swing mode either. I did notice that Aces has a swing mode as well, so maybe if you've played Aces, you probably know what the swing mode is in this. But yeah, it'd be cool if it's like a Wii Sports-esque thing. But the thing is with this game, it's just so much more complicated than Wii Sports. So just having motion controls, I don't know if it will be all that it's cracked up to be. But it might be fun, especially if you get a few people over. And I don't know about you, Josh, but say you get like 4 people over and it's all right, let's play some Mario Tennis. And then you've got to take off your Joy-Cons. Your very personal Joy-Cons that's on your handheld. When you got to give them to someone else and they get their sweaty hands all over it, I don't mind them using a controller of mine, but when it comes to like the actual Joy-Cons that I use all the time, that's when
I've never had that issue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like I don't mind if you want to borrow a jumper, but I don't really want you borrowing my jocks. You know what I mean? A bit more personal, a bit closer to home.
If you deem them the same thing, yeah.
My jocks and my Joy-Cons, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the tournament. This is pretty basic. This is just, you can do doubles or singles, and within each of those modes, you've got 3 cups, so the Mushroom Cup, Flower Cup, and Star Cup. And very similar to every other Mario Tennis, actually. So if you've played them, you've played this. And this is the first thing I went to because I just wanted to play tennis. So it was a good introduction for me just to get in there and play some tennis. And like I said, Bowser was giving me a hard trouble with the volcano racket. But have you gone through the tournament, done all that stuff?
I have. I've done like the first couple for singles, and then I've done the first one for doubles. So I've gotten the taste for it. And you sort of get your different types of opponents, from the all-rounders to the speedies, the tacticals, the defensives, the trickies. So I do find playing against the powerfuls, that can be hard. But then you just got to move around a bit more. And defensive, I find tricky as well. Like if I play like a Waluigi, they just can reach around the corners of the court so much easier. So you got to be a bit smarter with how you play. You can't just sort of like bullshit your way in a way. You got to sort of think about the shot types and sort of be different that way. So I enjoyed that variety, and then they got different rackets. So yeah, I kind of like was getting ideas through the tournament mode. So like for me, like there's nothing wrong with like it ain't broke, don't fix it when it comes to tournament modes. So they're really fun. Like I've had a couple of like longer like rallies and sets in those tournament modes. So yeah, I've actually enjoyed those. That's probably one of the more enjoyable modes I've had so far.
Yeah, and it's good just to go back and replay too, because you do have a free play mode. But sometimes you just don't want to have to muck around with all the settings and that. You just want to go tournament, this one, bang, and you're in. So that's probably
Right.
it's probably honestly the most replayable one for me, apart from obviously just doing free
Yeah.
play. So yeah, I mean that's quite good. It's very standard for Mario Tennis, so it's not too crazy a concept. What I think though is a new mode, from what I understand though, is the trial towers, and this is a pretty cool concept. I feel like they could have definitely gone further with this one, but there's 3 different tiers. So the first one is Tower of Growth, and the idea for the trial towers is that there's 10 challenges that you've got to do all in a row, and you've got 3 lives, and if you lose all 3 lives, you go back down to the bottom of the tower and you've got to try again. I think that's a really great concept. They could have definitely gone further with this idea and made it like a roguelite, or something where you just keep on going and see how far you can
Definitely.
get. But they've got the limit of it for like 10. So like I went through each of them and got to 10, got the little tick on them, and that's it. There definitely could have been another option where it could have just been limitless, where you could just keep on going. And I assume I haven't missed it. I did all 3 and didn't unlock anything else, because there are some other modes where there's a piranha plant challenge where you've got to knock back the ball without your opponent hitting it, and there's like one for 20, then there's one for 25 and 30, and then when you do all those, you unlock one where you just try and get the best score that you can. I'm like, I don't understand why the trial tower didn't do that. That was a missed opportunity, because that could have been really great replay value. Or even if they wanted to really do something cool with it, which Nintendo games, they don't seem to be doing this, but having like the friends leaderboards that like pop up in games, that would have been really cool too. Like, oh, Josh got to level 50 on the trial tower. Wow, that was impressive. I'll try and beat that. Like,
Yes. Yeah, that would have been good.
yeah, especially since they've got 100 of these challenges that once you do this, you unlock all trials. And you've got a big list of all these trials you can do, and you've got to try and 3-star them all. So they've got the amount of trials there. They just need to do a mode where you've got to try and do them all without failing 3 times. So they've got all the pieces there. They just didn't do that. Whereas like this is where like this game could have been better. Like the adventure mode out of the picture, they could have just done more stuff to give it more longevity, just through getting high scores and playing with friends. And they haven't seemed to do that, which is a bit disappointing. But sorry, I've yacked on a fair bit about that. But trial towers, how have you found them?
Yeah, I'm still pretty new to it. I've done the first one and I'm halfway through the second one, but I do like the variety of challenges that you're doing. So and again, like it's random stuff. You can either be on a unique court or have a certain racket that you're given. Your certain characters, kind of like they give you different scenarios to play with. So that's another good one to really get a different experience of what's happening. Yeah, that sounds like they could have done a bit more with it slightly. So yeah, slightly disappointed by that. But I'm just thinking like I'm hoping there's updates to this game, and I think that's something they could easily fix, couldn't they? Adding that to Tennis Fever here, just to sort of like they've given us a lot of stuff up front already, which is really good. But yeah, they could build on that a bit more, and that would make it even better beyond that.
Yeah, have you heard anything about that? Because I honestly haven't. Because
not exactly. I at least haven't heard that they're not going to do that. So it's always possible. The Kirby Air Riders are pretty strong with like, don't expect any more.
Yeah, so no more for you guys.
Kingdom 2.
That's what you're getting. Yeah, because I think updates like that, just enhancing the modes, that'd be great. I think then you'll have like a pretty great package. Even if like, I wish there were more tournaments. I wish there was more to the trial towers. I just wish there was like a bit more in what's already there.
Yeah,
especially those 2. But yeah, it was fun playing it, but it didn't last long. Then on the main menu, there's mix it up, so you can do special matches. So you can do ring shot, which is hitting the ball through rings, trying to get the most points. There's forest court match.
That's chaotic. Great.
Yeah. And the forest one is pretty interesting too. So if you like hit the ball into a piranha plant on the other side, you can basically extend the court on their side. So yeah, it's very interesting. Sort of like works in the grid, and you can like make parts of your court disappear too. So you've got not much area to defend. It's like very, very interesting. It's pretty cool.
That is different.
Then there's a pinball match. So you're playing on Waluigi's Pinball. There's a racket factory match. So basically, fever rackets spawn, and you can like get different fever rackets throughout the match. And then there's the Wonder Court match, where the Wonder Flower appears in the middle, and then like a Wonder Flower effect happens. And I haven't done this one that much. I think I've only done like one match actually, just to unlock the court. But yeah, it's very interesting. When I played, like the Elephant Mario balls appeared everywhere, and you're just like hitting them, and you're trying to hit the glowing ones that have the Wonder Seed in them. I didn't really actually understand what the hell was going on when that happened. I'm like, I found it a little bit jarring actually, to be honest. I kind of like just smacking around balls, then it's just back to playing tennis. I'm like, all right. I didn't really understand what happened, but if anything, I kind of just appreciate just playing on the Mario Wonder course with like the Mushroom Kingdom and that in the background. Kind of cool. But yeah, I got to play that one a little bit more just to see what all the wonder effects in that were. Because when I played it, I was like, I don't know what's going on. So yeah, there's that. Then there's the score challenges for them as well. Where you can do the Piranha Plant challenge. You can do co-op ring shoot with 2 players or 4 players. And then there's auto tennis, where a Piranha Plant shoots a ball at you, and you've got to try and hit it back and try and get the most points. So on the ground, there's like the amount of points. So it's like 10, 20, 50. You've got to try and position your shot to be able to get those points. So I've gone through them and just got the score to unlock the character or the costumes through them. I haven't like done them all that much, but that's another thing that might be fun if you're into trying to get the best scores and things like that. Like I said, it would have been a lot better if like it pulled from your friends list and you could see like all your friends' scores and all that, like in Mario Kart, the time trials. I think that would have been pretty cool, but it doesn't. So you beat yourself, I guess. try and beat your own score, and no one will know. Post it on Twitter. See who cares.
That's the only way to do it, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, have you really dabbled in much of that?
No, not really. And like, I'm 6 hours in, and I've done probably half that time in the story mode, and then half like doing the other things. And then like you're mentioning things I haven't even discovered yet. So like I played a decent amount of time already. It's not like a huge amount, but like for a sports game, and especially previous Mario titles, like I think the content's quite long here and deep. So yeah, I'm looking forward to like checking this stuff out. Like I just have fun with this like game modes, and the wonder stuff. The different things that can happen there. I've done one of the forest courts, and that was really weird and confusing at first, because it's like, what the hell's going on? Like, does this mean like when the grass, the greenery changes, like what's going on? Does that mean that the court's smaller? And it is, and so like, okay. It's good when it's on your side because you've got less to defend, but then also when it's on the other person's side, like, I've got to like make sure I'm hitting right there. So, yeah, there is a lot here that sort of mix things up, which is really refreshing. So, yeah, I'm just having a good time with it.
Yeah, I think I am too. So, yeah, overall, relatively happy with the game, especially just knowing what came last with Mario Tennis Aces and all that.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, I think it's a great game. It's just like, it's a lot of fun. Especially you got friends. I haven't really played that much with friends apart from just you for a couple of matches, just what we played on launch day. But I think if we can get a few more games in, that'd be good fun. But yeah,
definitely.
I played a bit of ranked as well. I can't really talk too much on it, but you got like 4 options. You can do, I think, singles and doubles with no fever rackets, and singles and doubles with fever rackets. And you got different scores and rankings for each of those. So that could be quite interesting. I played 3 matches. I think I lost 2 and won 1. So, but it was the lag, Josh. It was the lag why I lost those 2.
The lag.
The lag.
Always the lag.
It's my internet. So I was slapping the mode. I'm like, come on, I got to activate my favor mode. Oh, come on, it's not registering my click on the button. Oh, nothing. Oh, yeah, that was the problem. But yeah, I just I don't know how I would recommend this one though. It's just like knowing Nintendo games don't go on sale. Yes, if you go and get a physical copy now while all the retailers are competing with each other for $84, it's like, yeah, like if you know what you're getting and you're going to get some longevity out of playing it with people and online, and you sort of like, you want a simple pick up and play experience to play in between other games on your Switch, absolutely. I think you'll have a great time with it. But yeah, just knowing Nintendo games don't go on sale, and the asking price is $110, which is a lot of money. So I find it hard to make the recommendation necessarily. But for me, if I went and spent my money on it, I would feel okay with a not the max amount of money. I'll feel pretty good with $84, but I feel like, like I said, I played like 10 plus hours. Oh, really? Like it just like flew by. So I was having fun with it.
Just flew by. It's good.
Yeah. I mean, I am at the point now
I think,
where I've unlocked everything. So I was like, how much more will I get out of it apart from just, doing some challenges and playing some ranked mode? We'll see how we go in the next couple of weeks. Like, will I stick with it? Will it be something I play just in bursts in between Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest and Pokopia and these other biggest things I'm playing? So yeah, I guess my experience will keep going on. But don't know. How do you feel about it? Just as far as like, if somebody said like, "Hey man, the Mario Tennis looks alright," would you recommend it? Like, how do you feel about like recommending it to other people, keeping in mind the price and longevity and all that?
Yeah, like it's if you played some of the other sports titles, you're probably going to have a bit of a basis here, and we're pretty much telling you there's more to do here than those other titles, and you're getting it all up front. When you buy a game, you play it the most when you get it straight away, don't you? Not probably 6 months down the line when they add new modes and features. So it's all here straight away, pretty much. Outside of the adventure mode, there's a really like a lot to do and see here, and I think the rackets bring a really fun extra new gaming twist to it all that the other past games in the series haven't. And so, yeah, with all of that, definitely worth considering. And also, if you're going to probably use this as a multiplayer game, this feels more approachable than the other, definitely Aces, I feel, in terms of approachability for, like, you could have a random person come over and they could learn the game pretty quickly and play a game with you. So, if those reasons resonate with you, then I think you're probably going to be more leaning towards paying that price. Drew, this value thing's going to be on forever. So people who listen to this show, like, they love Nintendo. So I just don't know if that's as much of a thing for people listening.
Yeah, I take it seriously, just especially when we get the game for review. Like, I really want to take into account, I don't want people feeling the FOMO when we cover new games, because that's and yeah, I come from that from my own perspective too, because like I remember like listening to other podcasts. I'm like, oh, that game sounds good, and I end up picking them up, and I either don't enjoy them or I'm not playing them, but sort of get sucked into like the whole FOMO of it all, and especially when it comes to Nintendo, and like, you want to play all the new Nintendo games, and I feel like for the last generation, people were able to just at that price that they were at, like $80, you can go to the shop, and like $80 is still a decent amount of money, but a game a month or a game every 2 months, it's quite doable, like for an adult or a teenager who's working. But it's getting to the point now where you've got to sort of choose, like, you're either playing the Nintendo game or you're making choices here and there, and somebody out there who's like, it looks cool, but I'm not that sure. I don't want to pressure that person to be like, oh, look, it's so good, you got to go and get it, even though it's like $110.
I get it. It's for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, that's just the
and we're seeing that in the software sales. I think it's definitely softer Switch 2 to start, and those reasons are probably part explaining why that's the case.
Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah. Absolutely. So yeah, Mario Tennis Fever. It's good fun. We'll see you online if you decide to pick it up, or if you've picked it up, see you in ranked mode. And look out, mate. If my internet's working well, I'll wipe your butt.
Hey, yep. Well, like to see you try, mate. Give it a go, eh?
Yeah. I wasn't even talking to you. I was just talking to like the audience out there, anybody. But Josh, I wouldn't dare say that to you. You're the tennis king here, mate. We'll give you
I
that
know.
title.
Never good at tennis in real life. No, not for me. The hitting of the ball over the net, no, could not do that for the life of me.
Yeah, it's very easy just to launch it, isn't it? Like there's a bit more finesse to it than just pressing the A or
Pickleball's
B
better.
button. Yeah, or
Yes.
squash. One of those. You can just smack against the
Yeah,
wall and
squash. Love me a bit of squash. Mario tennis, Mario squash would be good.
Mario squash. Yeah, come on, Camelot. Let's make Mario squash. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about the PlayStation State of Play. Obviously, we're not going to talk about the games that aren't coming to Switch, but I mainly want to bring this up because Mr. Nintendvania back in the day loves a Metroidvania. Loves Metroid. He also loves Castlevania. Josh, I want to hear your thoughts on the brand new Castlevania game that got announced last week. And I was watching it at home. I was sat on the couch. I was watching it. I'm like, Castlevania was playing on the TV. Picked up the phone and sent you a message straight away. I thought of you straight away. I'm like, Josh's going to be very happy with this one. So, how do you feel? Brand new Castlevania, finally. It's been a long time.
As yeah, well, your text is what got me onto it because yeah, I think it started at like 8:30 a.m. on a Friday for us, and so I just rocked up to work and had a bit of a busy morning, so I didn't really get round to like sometimes I like to put like these presentations, especially like state of plays. I can watch them whilst at work and if something like perks my attention, I can watch it, while I'm doing things in a spreadsheet or something. But I completely forgot about it. Then your text got me onto it, and so like I think like it's the 40th anniversary of Castlevania this year, so we're all hoping something would happen, and pretty great that Konami's gotten their Castlevania because they have really with all their other IPs, and I felt like Castlevania they were kind of like a little bit of like testing the waters, like doing DLC with like Vampire Survivors, obviously Dead Cells. There's a whole like Castlevania stuff going on there as well. So, they played around with it. They've done like their re-releases of like the Game Boy games, all the way back to even Symphony of the Night on the PS4, but not the Switch yet. Hopefully that happens later this year. But like yeah, I'm so glad that we're getting a 2D one, and the fact that it's Evil Empire and Motion Twin, the ones who made Dead Cells, which is such a great roguelike Castlevania-esque style of a game. That really sort of reassures me that this is going to be, a really fun experience. And so, this looks really unique and different, and a new different art style. I've seen a few people complain online that it doesn't, they're not really particularly fans of it, or that this art style's changed. And to that I say, I think that the series has always sort of reinvented itself when it has been making games every few years, and so this is obviously their new way of going about it. So I think it looks really fun. I'm really hopeful for this, and later this year sometime we're going to be playing this 2026 release date, and is coming to Switch, Nintendo Switch at least. It doesn't have anything just yet about Switch 2 version. I'm hoping there might be, but at least we'll be able to play it on your Switch 2 as well, albeit a Switch 1 version. But yeah, I can't wait, man. This is super fun. I think, Metroid compared to Castlevania gets a lot more stuff. And so Castlevania's been such a little, there's been nothing really. We got, the 3D ones 10 years ago, and then we've barely had anything new since, like the Apple Arcade games. But that's really, really about it outside of DLC for other things. So I'm super excited for this.
Yeah, like I'm not the biggest Castlevania fan. I could be though. I haven't really given it a shot. So what makes me excited about this mainly is just the involvement of Motion Twin, like Dead Cells. I'm not like a big roguelike dude, but like the gameplay of that game and the pixel art, right up my alley. It was like, it's probably like the best feeling 2D game I've ever played. Just the combat and all the weapons and everything. Like it just feels amazing to play. So if they're able to bring that into like just the whip and all the items that you use in this, like very excited. I think the game looks great as well. So depending on when it comes out, who knows? It might come out alongside some other stuff from I can't wait to play as well. Who knows? This year is going to be pretty packed, I think, when it's all said and done. But yeah, looks great. So looking forward to hearing what you think about it. And see where we go from there. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great things at this state of play. I thought it was really good. Honestly, it was kind of the third party showcase I would have liked Nintendo to have. I think it was pretty good. Even like a lot of Switch reveals here as well. I think one for me that I was very excited about, and I'll hopefully be playing later this week, is like the Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition. We actually talked about it last week. It was leaked by Michelle and Cell, but basically it's like the 5 versions of the original Rayman games put into one collection with behind the scenes like interviews. And that's honestly the thing I'm most excited about. It's just checking out the interviews and some of the scrapped content for the original game, the prototypes on Super Nintendo, just some really cool stuff. So looking forward to jumping into that one, because I am a Rayman fan, but more like modern Rayman with Origins and Legends. So I have like dabbled in the original Rayman, but it's a very like slow and I guess tricky game. So like, you know, it doesn't grab my attention for too long, but in this new one you can like activate, you know, cheats and all this stuff to help drag you through if you really need it. So who knows, I might jump through it there, play the PlayStation 1 or Game Boy Advance version, see how we go. But yeah, looking forward to doing that one. And I thought of this one with you too, because I know you bought the Metal Gear Solid Volume 1 collection on Switch. So they've updated that for Switch too. Now it runs at 60 FPS and better resolution, which is quite nice. I don't know if I don't remember you saying anything about bad performance. I think you only played the first game. I think it's mainly the second game that
I played the first one. I haven't touched the others yet. No.
Yeah. So yeah, does this update make you feel like popping in that virtual game card and downloading it again?
I need to play the other two. Like I love my time playing the first game. Like it's so unique, so different. So I really like that collection. I was even playing some of the Metal Gear games on the NES versions before it became Solid. So dabbled in those. Yeah, I would like to get to this collection eventually, because it's got the PSP games, got the Metal Gear Solid 4, and then I believe it's got the Game Boy Color game included as well as like a bonus, even though they don't really promote it on the front. So yeah, I definitely would like to get to this one eventually. I know they got discounted pretty well later on, so by the time I finish the first one, maybe I can get the second one and it's a bit cheaper.
Yeah, nice. Another one I was really excited for is on February 19th, Never Prologue comes out. And Never was a really great 2D game where you play as this, I guess, woman with a sword, and you like lead this dog spirit thing around. It was really cool by Devolver Digital, and didn't really expect to get a prologue or a follow-up this soon, especially announced and released within like the next week. So yeah, I'd keep an eye on this one for sure, because yeah, I played that on PlayStation and platinumed it. Really enjoyed the first Never, so I want to check that one out. And another one, not super relevant to this show, but a little bit relevant, just with what's that? The Beast of Reincarnation from Game Freak that got a release date, so it's now coming out August 4th. So that's one I'm very excited for to check out. I think this game looks absolutely fantastic, and just from a Pokemon's fan's perspective, somebody who like pays close attention to Game Freak, very very interested just to see what their This game feels like their ticket to freedom, honestly. I feel like they've put all of their money into this and they're trying to have an IP for themselves. And I hope it pays off for them, because it would be fascinating. Imagine if this turned into like a relatively successful franchise that they put their effort into, and who knows, they might even like give the reins up for Pokemon. Like if they don't want to do it, they want to license it off. I don't know. I don't know what the situation could be, but if they could have something else for themselves to do,
if only.
Where they don't have.
I can never imagine that.
I can't either. Yeah, but yeah, I'm just the gameplay of this looks fantastic. Looks a little bit Dark Soulsy, a little bit Sekiro, a little bit tricky, but we'll see. But it looks absolutely fantastic. It's got a release date now, so I'll definitely be checking that one out. So yeah, a bunch of stuff in there. I thought it was a great show. There was a God of War game, a 2D God of War game called God of War Sons of Sparta, and I was going away this weekend, so I was hoping that it was going to be like a multi-platform release. but it's going to become the Switch or PC.
Okay.
So I could take it with me. I'm like, all right. It's like, I want to play this. Looks cool. Like, I can't take the PlayStation with me. So is it coming? Also, I was like refreshing both of the other shops. And obviously, no, it's just the PlayStation game. And
That's the PlayStation.
yeah, I don't feel too bad about it either because it's like $45. I'm like, I don't feel like paying $45. Thought it might be 30 Australian. But one day. But yeah.
One day.
Anything else
Could be cheaper.
grab your attention, or were you just like, oh, cool, it's Castlevania, and that's kind of it?
I haven't watched it properly, if I'm honest. So it was definitely the Castlevania and the Metal Gear. So Konami doing it for me. I think the thing about the Castlevania that excited me was that the fact that it's going to be a female lead in a Belmont. So it might be Sonya from the Legends game on the GBA.
Oh,
Sorry, Game Boy. So like that might mean like I don't believe that game's part of canon. So there might be a way to bring her back into the mold because it's like I think a couple of decades after the third game on NES. So there's some cool lore things potentially you're going to explore for that. So, but a female lead, which yes, is cool to have.
yeah, no, cool. So yes, PlayStation games coming.
People
to
like the
Switch.
state of play.
Yeah, that was good. I didn't have any expectations
So
for it.
shitting on this compared to the partner showcase as well.
Yeah. Yeah, got to be honest, I had more expectations for the partner showcase for whatever reason. I just followed Nintendo Directs a lot more closely than State of Plays.
Yeah,
I think the last State of Play was like the
Obviously
launch
same
day
for
of the
me.
Switch. So I was just listening to the audio driving to pick up my pre-order for Switch 2 the morning of, like 6 o'clock in the morning or whatever it
Yep.
was. So yeah, that one was okay. So they've been pretty good actually. Now I think about it, the last few, but they're just so few and far between. Like it feels like State of Plays and first party games coming to PlayStation. It's a little bit like forget sometimes. They're just like marketing team must have nothing to do over there. I'm joking, of course, but Josh, let's wrap it up with what we've been playing. Been mainly playing Mario Tennis Fever. I don't know if you've got any updates on Skyward Sword or anything else you've been up to, but anything else been going on?
No, it's Tennis Fever. Yeah, like I want to finish Skyward Sword, but obviously stuff coming through, so keeping me busy. Had a lot of busy weekends, so did try to prioritize Tennis Fever this weekend. And then my Virtual Boy will probably arrive tomorrow, and then Paranormal Site's going to arrive Thursday, and then Pocopia's a couple of weeks, so I'm a bit worried about Skyward Sword. I'm going to have to like maybe dedicate like when I'm on my holiday in a month's time, just on the flight to just don't you dare play anything else, Josh, except Skyward Sword. You're not allowed to play anything else until you finish it. Maybe. I don't know. We just got to work out something to finish it because I'm so close now. I'm probably like 5 hours away. I just got to do it.
I want you in the aisle of the plane using motion controls on the last boss. I want you just swinging around, just like,
That's probably a good point. Yeah, probably not going to do it on a flight for that reason. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I want
the boss battle that's going to come.
I want that to happen. But yeah, no, you're right though. There's so many games coming up. It's hard to sort of fit in what you want to play because you want to play them all, but you got to make the decisions. Are you enjoying Skyward Sword enough to like want to be drawn back to it, or is Paranormal Site and some other games like drawing your attention and interest a lot more? Because it seems like you're falling off a bit, Josh. It's like you're like the Skyward Sword thing's a bit. The critics were right. How you feeling?
No. I'm just lots to play, and I'm a busy man doing other things. So just it will happen soon.
You need the Virtual Boy strapped to your head, so when you go on your runs, you can just play it like that. Yeah, no.
It's Gunpei Yokoi always intended, guys.
As he always intended. Yeah. Now I'm looking forward to what you think about the Virtual Boy because I have not ordered one.
Man, can't wait.
I'll get one one day, but not.
It's so stupid. I'm so excited for it, and it's so stupid. Like it's gonna like I don't know if I'm even gonna like the games, but it's just a piece of Nintendo history I've never touched into before. So, and then Nintendo, I still can't believe it's a thing. So yeah, for all those reasons, very excited.
Yeah, I wonder if because there's been like those rumors about I don't think they're real whatsoever, but there's like the Wiimote portion of the Nintendo website that came up, and people are like, "Oh, Wii's coming to Nintendo Switch Online," and there's something else about a Sega system and other stuff. I'm like, I mean, Virtual Boy is coming out like this week.
Yeah,
So are they going to do another one so soon?
There's no direct this week. No, there's no direct. There's no. It's Pokemon Presents next week, and yeah, the reason we had a partner showcase was because there's no general direct.
Yeah, I would say so too. But yeah,
Nate the Hate said nothing either, so I'll believe until I'll only believe when he says it.
Yeah, we'll listen to him. We won't listen to the other ones. Full of shit.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's got the real track record.
He does. Absolutely nailed the announcement of Switch and everything, of Switch 2. So yeah. All right, what have I been playing? Obviously Mario Tennis. That's what I've been playing the last 4 days, but I guess today I got a little bit more back into Final Fantasy VII Remake. I've got to I'm a bit like you with Skyward Sword now, but all right, we've got to put some time into this bad boy because the releases, they get a little bit crazy towards the end of the month, and then into March as well. Because I would like to play Resident Evil. I would like to do, obviously we will be doing Pokopia, so there's a lot of stuff coming up. So I do want to finish this one because this is one that's been in the backlog. It's going to feel very satisfying when I roll credits on this one, just finally, finally. With the original Insomniac Spider-Man game, when I beat that after having it in my backlog for 5 years, I'm like, yes, thank God, I finally did it. I know what the story of this game is now, so I'm very, very keen to see the end of Final Fantasy VII. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. The story is just really bringing me in. I love the characters. I think I'll talk about it, I guess, more in depth when I actually beat it. But I'm really enjoying it. I don't know if I actually bother playing this one, Josh, but I'd like to get your thoughts on this one. I was just on my Switch menu, and the other day I redeemed the Switch 2 edition of Hollow Knight because it was in the Direct.
Yes.
Might as well just upgrade my version that I bought in 2018 or whatever it was. So yeah, I bought that, just redeemed that, and it just automatically downloaded, and it's just on my home screen. I'm like, So I just clicked on it today. I played 15 minutes. Didn't know where I was going. I'm like, I kind of want to play this. I kind of want to. I reckon I might actually play it. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes, Josh. But
nice.
What do you reckon? Should I play it?
Because you've never properly played it. Is that right?
No, I haven't. It's funny. I actually downloaded my save that I made before, and I think I had literally zero progress. I must have just bought it and booted it and done nothing with it. So yeah, don't know. Should I play it, Josh? Any tips? What's going on? Because you play a lot of Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
So what should I do?
Embrace being uncomfortable for the first hour because they don't make it easy straight away, and they do it deliberately. You got no map, just wander around. You're gonna have to backtrack a lot, but once you work out the maps, once you get the few upgrades, it's so much better. It's very good. It's very good, very fun. I think you'd enjoy it. But you're just gonna have to backtrack a lot. So just be comfortable knowing that's gonna happen.
Okay. Because I found an area map. I'm like, cool. So I pressed, held down the L button, brought up the map. And it doesn't show where you are. I'm like, where the fuck am I? I got no idea where I am. But yeah, like I said, I only play 15 minutes.
That happens a lot.
It's just on my home screen. So yeah, I kind of just wanted to jump around in the 2D platformer. So I'm like, did that, and I'm like, I might do it. Obviously, like I just said, I want to get through some other stuff, but it'd be an interesting one because I do want to play some games that test me a little bit. I'm too in my pocket, that
will test you.
Yeah, I know it will. So I want to get out of my comfort zone a little bit because I'm basically picking a game a month to be out of my comfort zone. So whether it is something like Hollow Knight or what's it called? Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I got that for $5. I'm like, that's out of my comfort zone. I think I'll enjoy it if I can get over all the simulation and hardcore features of feeding yourself and sleeping and making your own gear and all of that type of thing. So that'd be something new for me if that's fun enough for me. But yeah, so we might try Hollow Knight. We'll see how it goes. But apart from that, I've got
a few options.
Yeah, I've got a lot of things on my list. I've been really, I got to be honest, I've been really enjoying my Switch just over the last month. Just been mainly playing on this, just jumping between games. It's been good. It's been It's been fun actually having that.
You got a few options. That's good.
Yeah, having a bit of time to actually sit down and play some games. Been fun. Just jump between like Mario Tennis and Final Fantasy, and just like having that variety of like different experiences just on the one platform. I mean, that's what I wanted. I want a platform where I can jump into Nintendo games and third party games and all this stuff. That's what I want. And
So you're after.
and we're there.
Yep.
All right, that's pretty much what I've been playing anyway. Josh, anything else before we shut the doors and kick everyone out?
No, that's it. Yep. Happy gaming, everyone. It's 2026 is starting off. Feels like properly now with this game, and lots to come and look forward to.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got to get up a Nintendo jukebox. Haven't done it yet, Josh. Haven't done it. What song should we do?
Advance Wars.
Advance Wars. All right. Is that on Nintendo Switch Online?
I don't know.
I
That's one
don't know.
prerequisite.
Is there a Mario
That
10?
was just the first random thing in my head.
All right, we'll go to Game Boy Advance on this bad boy. Game Boy Advance. No. There are 2 Golden Sun games. So we could do Golden Sun.
Yeah, do Golden Sun.
We'll do Golden Sun because of the Camelot. Yeah, absolutely. It takes a long time to load. Say it is my internet, Josh. That's why I sucked the other day. Say it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's right.
All right. Let's do the main theme from Golden Song. It's Golden Song. Golden Sun, The Lost Age.
Golden Sun. Golden Sun.
Golden Sun.
Is that how a Kiwi says Golden Sun? Golden Sun?
Yeah. You want to play some Golden Sun, bro? I don't know.
Golden Sun?
Golden Sun.
He does.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much for listening to the House of Mario episode 350. Really appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to leave a review. All of that. Go and check out Nintendo Maniacs on Josh's side over at youtube.com/Nintendo Maniacs. But until next time, the doors to the House of Mario, they're closed. We'll catch you later. The House of Mario, a Nintendo podcast, is proudly recorded in South Australia. It's hosted and produced by me, Drew Agnew, alongside my co-host, Josh, or JT if you like. Be sure to check out youtube.com/iDrewby, where I share all of my other content and stream the House of Mario live every Monday night at 8:30 p.m. Australian Central Standard Time. Join the Homestead Discord to be a part of our growing community, chat with fellow Nintendo fans, and get involved with the show through our mailbox channel. And don't miss JT's fortnightly Nintendo podcast, Nintendo Maniacs. Each episode features a brand new guest, and if you love the House of Mario, you'll feel right at home there too. Alrighty.